Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video, and in a previous video we did a bunch of custom Eternals skins. In particular, we did Icarus and Circe and Ajax and Kingo and Fastus, and as anybody who has watched the movie knows, or even really seen the trailers, there are a ton of Eternals, kind of main characters in this movie. There are like 10 Eternals in addition to a bunch of sort of side characters and stuff. And I didn't want to leave the team unfinished, so I decided to jump in and try to make the remaining 5 Eternals. So in this video I will look at rounding out the team by making custom skins for Makkari, who you see in front of you, as well as Thena, Gilgamesh, Sprite, and Druig. Druig in particular was requested by name under a previous video of ours, so we'll be getting to that one today in this kind of roundup of the rest of the Eternal skins. And with that, I'll show you how to make Makkari. For Makkari, you want to use the Backlash skin, just like most of the rest of the skins in this video today, as part of the Boundless set of customizable superhero skins that have been in the game a handful of times in the item shop. For her, you want to use Suit Pattern Bionic Forge, Hairstyle C, Eye Mask off, Belt off. Primary material, metallic. Primary color is black for this one. Secondary material is also metallic, but the secondary color is brick red. Doesn't matter what you do for an accessory color, because she doesn't have a belt or eye mask. No eye effects or eye color, no skin tint or hair tint, and no sticker for her. I didn't put a back bling on her, but certainly if you wanted to lean into the whole speedster thing, you could steal this Speed Force back bling from the Flash. Of course, it's a DC character and all that, but I decided to go without one. The Zen Axe as a harvesting tool just kind of seems like a fast, angled thing to me. Again, no pickaxe makes perfect sense, but this one looked okay. The Godslayer glide board is what I chose for the glider here. Hyperflight for a contrail. And then for emotes, of course, we needed to do Quick Bite because she's a speedster and she needs to go super fast. And the other one that's sort of a fast running one is the Full Tilt emote that goes with the sort of the Naruto running. And we'll see Naruto in Fortnite pretty soon here. Otherwise, just sort of athletic fighting things like Daywalker's Kata, Widow's Pirouette, and evasive maneuvers. For her, I used Vengeful Shadow as a wrap, and that is how we made Makkari, the speedster of the Eternals. Let's move on to the next one on our list. So what you have here is our version of Druig. I don't know if our custom Druig looks as good or as accurate as the Makkari skin did, but we did the best we could with what we had here in the customizable Boundless skins. I'll start with his preset. You may be wondering why I gave him a cape. Certainly he doesn't wear a cape in the movie, but he does have sort of a long, I don't even know, outfit of some kind that hangs down. It's his shirt kind of hangs down low. It's more like a cloak type top than a shirt in a traditional sense. So I'm not even sure how best to describe it, but I thought I would try to get some of that, loose fit by sticking a cape on him. Take it or leave it, certainly up to you, but black on black for that cape. For the rest of the things here, I mostly just try to match up color-wise, so I gave him sort of the red and black Party Crashers, Blade Raven. Chrono sort of works for a lot of the Eternals simply because of their history of being around for thousands of years, in the gold trim that appears on all of their outfits and stuff. So I'm going to use this one more than once. I'll be seeing you for an emote, facepalmed. He sort of is the skeptic of the group. He's the one who kind of calls everybody on their crap. Dark side, force choke, Vulcan salute. I recognize he's not in Star Trek, but I sort of had to. Shadow spar, and martial arts master. I used World Dominator for a wrap, mostly again because of its color. Let's get into the skin itself, for which we used the Wanderlust skin, another one of those boundless customizable skins. We used suit pattern dynamic, hairstyle B, eye mask off, and belt on in this case. Primary material metallic, primary color brick red, secondary material also metallic, secondary color is black. So really the same colors, but like in a slightly different pattern than his love interest, Makkari. Accessory color black. No eye effects, but we did give him the eye color mustard because his eyes do kind of glow yellow when he sort of takes control of people's minds. Skin tint default, hair tint default, and no sticker. So that's 2 down. Let's get into the last 3 Eternals. It's kind of exhausting. This is, of course, Thena, played by Angelina Jolie in the movie. And for her preset anyways, we used Gamora's cloak, ancient staff, Rift Rider. We really think Rift Rider is perfect for her. Chrono once again, power punch. And this is kind of cool. We used Hand Forged as another one of her emotes. And this really, I think, makes the skin. Because in the movie, of course, her power is that she makes these sort of golden weapons appear with her hands. And the fact that this emote is her kind of pulling a sword out of her hands magically, it really kind of fits the bill. I like it a lot. It's not exactly the type of weapon she pulled out of her hands in the movie, but the fact that she's doing it is pretty cool to me. The Zev wrap is that gold and white coloring that we need for her. And now let's get into the skin itself. We use the Dynamo Dancer skin, suit pattern Bionic Forge, hairstyle C, eye mask off, belt off. You could get away with hairstyle B if you want. She just has long blonde hair, so as long as you can give her long blonde hair, that's what we're looking for. Once again, we're using metallic for the material. In this case, we use the primary color white and the secondary color mustard, which is really the closest we can find to a gold. If you don't use the actual gold, to me, it looks more brown or copper, I guess. This to me is better or closer to what the costume looked like in the movie. She doesn't have any accessories, so this doesn't really matter. I did give her white eye effects because in the movie she starts to kind of lose her memory and go a little bit crazy, and when she does, her eyes turn white. No skin tint, but you do want to give her the hair tint of yellow to make her as blonde as you can, and no sticker. And that is Thena. Next, we're using a different customizable skin to make Sprite. And in this case, we use the customized Captain skin. And this is one of those skins that it's kind of strict in terms of the fact that it's always just this person with a certain haircut and a collared shirt. But you can use any wrap you want to make the collared shirt look the way it does. So I really thought that the hairstyle on this customized Captain skin fit for Sprite. So then the challenge became trying to find a wrap that made the costume look right. For that, we chose the Spectral Hunter wrap, which you can go in here and customize when you open up the skin in the locker. So for her, we used the primary color of red, which is what makes her hair the right color. It's kind of that bright red color, just like Sprite in the movie. And again, the Spectral Hunter wrap is the one that is applied. And what you want is something that's kind of a light blue or a turquoise type color. There's a lot of ways you can go after that with this skin. You could try, for instance, the Tropical Camo. Maybe that does it for you. Or this one here, which is sort of a light blue color. This one is a really great choice as well. This is Morphic Blue, and this one is not a bad one. This is the wrap that goes with the Mystique character, and you can see it kind of changing and shifting. This one might even be better than the one I had originally chosen because obviously Sprite's power is to create illusions and things, and the fact that this is kind of rippling and changing and creating illusions over the course of her body is pretty perfect, and it's about the right color too. It's that light blue that we need for her. For her preset, I didn't put a back bling on her, but if you wanted to lean into the whole idea that she is going to be a teenager for a while, you could give her the Couch Titan here with like a video game controller and a pizza. Similarly, the Patch Pack is basically a backpack that, you know, maybe she would wear to school now that she has to go to high school. So a high school backpack isn't a terrible idea if you wanted to give her a back bling. Phantasmic Pulse with just kind of teal on teal for a power. Sweetener Sail Shards I used for her glider. And Bright Box for a contrail for her. The only one of these that I really felt like I had to do for an emote was Azarath Nectarozynthos. It's the Raven emote that we really used, frankly, kind of a lot of. But it's, again, her making sort of illusions in the air. And our last skin for this video and for all of 10 Eternals over the course of 2 videos is Gilgamesh. And I liked Gilgamesh as a character in the movie. I thought he was really cool. But he's really hard to make as a custom skin. He's a sort of a stocky guy who's a sort of a barrel-chested dude. And these customizable boundless skins are all pretty kind of lean and skinny. So he doesn't perfectly work. But we'll show you how we tried anyways. We used the Wanderlust skin again, and this time we use suit pattern bold, head style A, eye mask off, and belt on. Again, metallic, which is basically, we use the same material for everything here. Metallic, primary color green, secondary color orange, accessory color also green, eye effects off, eye color default, no change to skin tint or hair tint, and no sticker. Gave him the Infinity Gauntlet back bling because this really looks like the way his hands looked when he kind of powered them up. He sort of had this golden outline of a power glove fist thing that would wrap around his hands when he would like punch bad guys and stuff. So that was his power, and although he didn't have all the Infinity Stones, of course, this really looks pretty close to how his fists look when he was punching. And we gave him the Hulk Smashers. You could really do either the green Hulk hands or the Iron Man hands, and it would kind of work. Again, he had sort of this golden gauntlet thing that would sort of appear over his hands when he was punching. That's a little bit closer to the way the Iron Man ones look. But his colors and his costume were both green and orange, so if you wanted to use the Hulk hands in their Hulk form, that's fine too. The Lockstep glider I thought was sort of perfect in terms of its style and color scheme for him. I used Chrono again. I just kept using that one for a lot of these guys. Because he's the big strong dude, I gave him featherweight, so you can lift this giant thing up into the air. His power, as I've said a couple times now, is sort of big, powerful punches, so I gave him Shadow Boxer. Job well done seemed about right for him, as did Power Punch, for really obvious reasons, and Martial Arts Master. So that is how I made the remaining 5 Eternals after having done the first 5 in a previous video. I had another video, of course, where I had Circe and Icarus and Ajax. I don't know, there's so many of these guys, but I did all the previous ones in another video. Please do check that out. I'll make sure to put a link to it in the description below, so if you have easy reference to it. But that's how we made these guys. Please do like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at TripleHound. Although we haven't been posting a lot on social media lately, you know, go over there anyways and like us. What else? Oh, use code TripleHound in the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games Store, #ad. If you have requests for other custom Fortnite skins, please do leave them in the comments. I always have to say this, we don't make every single request we get, so if we don't get to your request, please don't be too disheartened. Usually what happens is we see the request, we kind of make it on our own time and see how it looks. And if we really can't get it to look good enough, or don't have some other reason why we can justify doing it, then we probably won't make a video. But it's not because we don't like seeing the idea, and it's not like we don't like trying. It's just that sometimes it doesn't turn out great, and we're kind of embarrassed by how it looks. So, not your fault, totally our fault. But keep the suggestions coming. Yeah, we'll see you next time.